Ladies, gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, meine Damen und Herren, señores y señoras, here we are once again, and this is Special Andre, as I'm Special Andre, and this is the Craft Cup Light. We are, Craft Cup, no, I'm just getting used to saying Craft Cup Light all the time. This is the novel Craft Cup, and we are in round number 7, round number 8, so you can call it round number 10, but it is the grand finals of tonight's tournament. It's Dimaga against Clavie. Dimaga was able to more or less easily get to the finals. He had to face Goody in the quarterfinals, and that's about it. And now he is playing against Clavie. Clavie is spawning as the purple Protoss player, and playing purple on Shakura's plateau is like playing green on Steps of War, playing red on Incineration Zone or Scorched Haven. But anyway, so we have the purple Protoss Clavie here in the top left, and let me adjust his color. Here we go in Dimaga. Red is a nice color. You spot those red dots on the minimap absolutely superbly. Dimaga is spawning as the red Zerg here in the bottom right. So we have cross positions, so there's not close positions at all, so no immediate threat from those backdoor rocks. Once I played against a Protoss player, I accidentally played Zerg, and I've told him, oh, I'm still playing random accidentally, because in team games I play random nearly all the time, and then he just did a Mothership Charge Zealot mass recall rush out of 2 bases. This was pretty entertaining, and I hope to see something similar here from our guys. A little bit more creative play would be pretty interesting. So Dimaga here with his Overlord, Clavie here with his probe, checking what's going on. And Dimaga just finished with his spawning pool, now going for the Speedlings right array. Meanwhile, yes, Clavie is still waiting with his probe here, and looks like he does not want to delay this hatchery here any longer. He's just checking for a possible hidden hatchery. Boom, there's nothing, and here's nothing as well. Meanwhile, Clavie went for the Nexus. And this actually is a Nexus first. So Nexus before Forge, before Gateway. So a very economic opening here by Clavie. Clavie just needs to make sure that he will not get overrun by the forces of Dimaga. Well-timed timing push with roaches could be effective, but we should see for that we should see a roach run pretty soon. Otherwise, there will be out enough cannons. And for example, as against the Zerg player on Shakura's plateau, I like to go for this Nexus Forge opening there as well, pretty much. But you just need to pay attention to 2 things. You need to get out a Void Ray pretty fast, just to be and send this Void Ray out as soon as possible, just to be safe against roaches attacking you, because the timing of the Void Ray should be about the same as the roaches. And then if you send out all these, if you send this Void Ray out, just get a couple of Phoenixes to deal with a possible Mutaharass, and if there's no Mutaharass by the opponent, you can use your Phoenixes to harass the Zerg player, killing Overlords, lifting up Queens, killing some drones here and there, and then most likely the Zerg player will transition into some Hydras, and then you need to react accordingly. This is what happens to me quite a lot when I play this Void Ray Phoenix style. But it is so fun to do, it is so entertaining, that's why I just love to do it. So, what is Dimaga actually doing? He's going for the fast lair, and maybe he wants to go for some Hydras or for some Mutas right away, even though Mutas are getting more and more populous nowadays, even though there was a phase of about 4 or 6 weeks long I think 4 months ago, where Zerk did not go for any Hydras against Protoss anymore because the thought process was something like, okay, he will get out those Colossi and High Templars anyway, so there's no need to get actually those Hydras. But if you mix those Hydras with a range upgrade and the speed roaches, some 1 or 2 Zerglings in the mix as well, those Hydras just get pretty good. And always when I see Dimaga play, I have this urge, I have this feeling that I want to play Zerg as well, because Dimaga, he's so smart. I'm sorry, dear sis, I'm so tired right now. I'm so tired. But anyway, he's so smart because he's checked the Xel'Naga watchtower, so he knows what's going on in the middle. He's got the Zergling here, so he knows when Clavie will move out with ground forces, so he will be able to react accordingly, and every second he's not getting attacked, he can get out some more drones. And we can take a look at the harvester count there. Dimaga is at 49 drones already, but because of the fact that our friend Clavie went for the Nexus first, he's not so much behind in terms of harvesters anyway. But 2 base Terran, 2 base Zerg against 2 base Protoss on Shakira's plateau should be okay for the Protoss, but if you go for the expansion timing here, for the Zerg will just out-macro you. No matter what you do as a Protoss player, the Zerg will just out-macro you if he's reacting accordingly with the proper scouting to see where the Protoss player is going. So now, if it's the Protoss player on 2 bases against the Zerg player on 2 bases, it's now to the Protoss to move out and try to prevent this 3rd base, the 2nd expansion, from happening. And looks like Clavie decides to do this by getting some units out here from this pilot. He worked up there, and now main-outed probes, main-outed drones get taken out. Nice force field placement, even though this one drone is still alive. And now this drone is taken out, this hatchery is taken out there as well. And this is how you do it. You take out the hatchery because you need to take out the hatchery. You can't allow the Zerg player to take the 2nd base, the 2nd expansion, the 3rd base, because if he can get this up and running for at least 3 or 4 minutes, you're pretty much doomed. So drone wanted to move out there again, and the decision of Clavie to move in here was not good at all. Now we saw some transfusions on the Hydras, but more and more Hydras will move out, will come out here, and the Hydras doing quite a nice amount of damage. But interestingly enough, Clavie is still having enough energy on the sentries pretty soon. In about 12 seconds he's got more energy to place more force fields here, and good move by Dimaga to focus down the sentries, so all the sentries are down, and now it's the remaining 4 Hydras taking out the remaining Stalkers here. So nice blink micro by Clavie, but if you got enough Hydras there, those Stalkers just die so fast. And there he's swapping in more Zealots to have some tanks up and running, but the Hydras, as soon as you got a certain amount of Hydras, especially on creep, those Stalkers and those Zealots won't do shit. And there Clavie is just swapping in more units. He's got even enough space there to warp in units on the low ground. There's he doing some more damage. And let's take a look at the harvester count. There we see what is going on. Clavie now clearly in the lead regarding the harvester count, because the short period of time where Clavie was here in the natural of Dimaga, he was able to kill a couple of drones, and a couple of drones by Dimaga were also killed at the 2nd expansion. Now all the Zealots are dead, and the Stalkers trying to do more damage, trying to take down this hatchery, but the hatchery will most likely survive for the moment, because it's got 5 HP left. And Special Andre knowing this, making the call here, and now Dimaga needs to be very aggressive. He needs to transfuse this queen, and going for the lair here is pretty crucial. There he took out all of these stalkers, and will he be able to take out this pattern pretty soon? Yes, I guess so. And of course the lair adds some additional HP here to this hatchery. He needs to get more queens, but he's not getting more queens, he's just getting more drones. And the lair will add additional 250 HP. I mean, the difference between the lair and the hatchery in HP count is 1500 for the hatchery, but 2000 for the lair. But if you're going for the lair on a building on low HP, don't expect 500 HP. Just add it to the building as soon as the lair is finished. It will be a little bit, but it won't be exactly 500. And by the way, I'm so tired because I woke up pretty early, and not feeling so well in the last days. I got my new screen, set it up, then I cleaned the whole apartment, then I went to go shopping some stuff, set up the second screen on another computer, then I prepared the casting, prepared the setup for tonight, checked my YouTube stuff, and this is also so demanding. I had no time to relax. And when I'm not relaxed, I am tired. So I'm trying to compensate this with a beer right now, and it's working more or less. And now Dimaga's got quite a lot of hydras. Now I thought this was already over for quite a while, but it was not. But let's focus a little bit more on the base here of Clavie, who is going for the Colossus. He's got the thermal lance, 120 seconds finished. He's got 2 Colossi out already. He's got about 12 Zealots, but without the charge. And this is interesting. I would have expected the charge upgrade because he's got the Twilight Force Council out. Even before he did the first attack, he's got the blink since 10 minutes or so. And this is third expansion here by second expansion by Clavie. Is a little bit late, I think, especially after killing so many probes here in the natural, and of course taking down this hatchery and all the probes here. The drones, of course. He should have expanded right away, but he only now expanded. There we see the probes being transferred over there, 15 in total. And he should just go for another expansion, because Dimaga, he knows he's so much behind. He's going for the risky play, just finished with his hatchery here at the center location, going for the smiley face expansion here. And if you take a look at the minimap right now, boom, this is just a red nose in the middle of the smiley face. Way to go. So, those destructible rocks not being taken out, only this one here on the right side to allow the drone to go for the hatchery. And what will Clavie do? I mean, I would expect him, boom, take out the rocks, check, oh, nothing. Oh, nothing, and then just go for an attack. But the longer he waits, the bigger the corruptor count for Dimaga gets. And this is what I said. You don't want to allow your Zerg opponent to just macro up so much, because now he's on 3 and no, he's on 4 bases, and 4 bases is just too much for him to handle. And I think this is not looking good at all, because Dimaga's got 11 corruptors, and all those corruptors got the corruption, nearly all of those corruptors, like 80% got the corruption ability already finished. And there he's checking once again what's going on there, taking out the Zergling, and Dimaga is now aware of it. And both guys are at 180 supply, and there we go, big engagement coming up. Not